Well, I think the sector has been riding a substantial improvement in macroeconomic environment. And this, as most of the people know, operating in West Africa, and this applies to West Africa as a whole, particularly in Ghana, is an increase in stability. The countries became much more stable. A solidification of the democratic process. Both Ghana and Nigeria are now democratic countries with democratic structures and fair elections. A strong demand of natural resources, a push, the growth of GDP both in Ghana and Nigeria. And all this improvement of the macroeconomic environment has really pushed the economic growth, a rapid GDP growth. Everybody knows that in Ghana, last year Ghana growth 14%. This year is projected maybe 5-6%. Nigeria is projected 7%. So a substantial growth given the world environment. And that in turn has created a strong demand for Class A real estate, both in offices, retail, but also residential. We operate, as you rightly said, both in Ghana and Nigeria. We're doing now 2 projects in Ghana. One is under construction. It's called One Airport Square. It's a 20,000 square meters office building, not far from the airport, which is now in a sub-market called the Airport City, which is the new growing, upcoming office sub-market in Ghana. If we look at the value chain of the creation of a real estate asset in this part of the world, I think the first challenge you encounter is to find a good piece of land. Find a good piece of land with clean title. This is very common to have a problem with title, and you need to know how to underwrite that and to mitigate the risk of having problems farther down the line. So this is the first challenge. The second challenge is underwriting the market, because typically when you do a real estate project you want to know what is out there in the market, and if you do that in London you can just pick up the phone or buying reports. Here there's nothing. So all the research needs to be done internally, and you need to do research to understand what is the pipeline of office building in the next 10 years and what is the demand. And to do that, the only way you can go by doing that is to walk the market yourself with your team and try to understand that. In one word is risk mitigation. West Africa is still, despite of all the hype, still a very high risk environment for real estate development. And if you want to, it's not a market that can be taken lightly. You need to partner up with a professional who have the local expertise. Everybody says real estate is a local business, which is true, but it's particularly true in this space where you need to know the nuances and the local, you need to know the market street by street before you're able to make a sound investment decision. And this is the reason why I decided to move here. And this is the reason why we decided with Active to set up a team, local team, based here and in Nigeria, so we can understand those markets. So to answer your question, international investors would use us because we de-risk the project. We mitigate all the major risk in the value chain of creating a building in this market. And so you can definitely come here and try to do it directly and try to put up the team yourself, which is fine. I think it makes much more sense to partner up with the local partner, the local team on the ground that can help you hit the ground running, because it takes a lot of time to set up a proper team that can deliver.